And what about this loosing and binding? I know we're not taking any time on these verses, but I can't. Verse 19, I'll give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven, and whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. Oh boy, here we are, right down to the Roman Catholic Church. Whatever the church decides, officially, that's it. That's not what the text says. Anybody got a New American Standard Version? I'll tell you what the New American Standard follows the Greek. You can also find this in the Seventh-day Adventist Bible Commentary.
What text are you at, George?
I'm at 19. Whatever you bind.
Matthew 19?
Matthew 16.
Oh, excuse me. Matthew 16, verse 19.
Good.
I will give you the keys to the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth shall... That's not what it says. It says, whatever you bind on earth shall have been bound in heaven. Heaven makes the decision. And as long as the church is in harmony with it. Now, over in chapter 18, the same words are used with the same verb tenses. And the power is given to all the disciples. Okay? Peter never got an exclusive charge. We can use the key, the church today, as the binding power. And that is not to set doctrine, but to set basic boundaries. But they only can set boundaries that are already approved in heaven. That is the crucial thing. And this is one of the great tragedies of the translation of this verse. I'll read it as it says. And like I said, if you got a New American Standard Version, I should be teaching out of that because it's the closest one to the Greek. And it tries to be sensitive to Greek tenses. I'll read that again. I will give you the keys of the kingdom. Whatever you bind on earth shall have been bound in heaven. What's already been bound in heaven, the church can agree to on earth. But heaven has the authority, not any earthly body. Period. But all churches are tempted to extend the binding part. And if I was General Conference President or the Pope, I'm positive I would have my prejudices, and I would definitely help you folks adjust to them. We'd like to call that the binding power, but I can, as a church, we can only bind what has already been bound in heaven. And when you go to chapter 18, you're going to find the same thing given to all the disciples. Peter is given what the rest of us are given. Okay? The keys. Preach the gospel. And the church, all the disciples, had the power to bind or to establish what has already been established in heaven. Well, that's it for today. You can see that we can spend a lot